Okay, should we do that again so it's less triggering? No?
No.
Okay, let's roll with it. Okay, hello guys. Thanks for watching David. We're here back at Sandringham College. As you can see, it has changed a lot. They're actually very much in the progress of demolishing this place, so we're very lucky that you guys helped us get 500 subscribers so quickly. Isn't that right, Floyd?
That's right. Alright, so let's start the Q&A.
Okay, Floyd, first question.
Okay, a question that many different people asked was, what camera and lenses do we use? I guess I'll start. I use a Canon 70D with either an 18 to 135mm lens or a 10 to 18. I also use a Yongnuo YN600 flash with a wireless trigger as well. And you?
What do I use? I better just come and read it. I use a Canon PowerShot SX60HS. That's what's filming this video, but a lot of our videos are filmed like ages ago. Like we've got videos from like literally a year ago that still aren't edited, so you're gonna or more. So you're gonna be seeing that on like Fujifilm X-B60, which is my old camera. But yeah, that is my main camera at the moment as of this video, which is like a recent video. I also use a lighting panel. I'll just dump in a photo of this, of the lighting panel. It's just like a default I got off eBay. It doesn't even have a brand name. For this video, I'm actually using a Rode mic. I'll pop in a shot of that and what it's called. I'm using an L mount. I use that for new vids. I use this Vanguard, is it Vanguard? Vanguard tripod. Put in a shot of that, what it's called. Yeah, I just put in a whole arsenal of photos of the stuff we use. Steph, we'll just have to get her to do that later.
Yeah, I don't know what she uses.
Yeah, she uses a Canon thingy like you,
yeah,
but I don't know if it's the same. Yeah, we'll have to ask her. Alright, so Floyd, what's the question from?
The question is from Toddy, who asks, how did you start, bro?
So basically I've been obsessed with abandoned buildings for years. I loved the proper people, Adam the Woo. I like worship Adam the Woo. Love looking at pictures. Then I discovered people actually go and take these photos, and I'm like, wait, who are they? Oh, they're called urbexers. And I got older, so at this point I was like, it was last year.
Yeah.
So I was like 17. I was like, you know what? I want to go and take my own photos because I like taking photos. I want to do this. I was really scared at first. Like I went to one of the first videos is the shoe factory in Bradmill, and it was like really low risk places, but I was freaking out. Like every little sound was like, oh, we're gonna get arrested, oh, we're gonna get arrested. But that's completely normal on your first one. You'll eventually just become,
get used to it.
Yeah, get used to it. I mean, right now we're standing in abandoned school, pretty much talking at the top of our lungs. We don't really care. But that's not to say you shouldn't be careful. Floyd, how did you start urbexing?
So how I started urbexing was, well, Les and I met at the beginning of high school, and then I moved schools and we sort of fell out of contact for a bit, and then one day Les just came up, sent me a message and said, oh hey, I'm going urbexing in a few days time, do you want to come? And I knew what urbexing was. I was also semi-interested but never done it before, so I was like...
Was it because you're scared, Floyd?
No, I just never really got around to figuring out how to do it.
Yeah, I was just really scared. That's why I didn't want to do it. Okay.
So yeah, just went with Les. We went to an abandoned house, an abandoned car park, and a couple of abandoned warehouses. That was a fantastic day. That got me started with my urbexing career. And I've been going urbexing with Les and Steph and other people ever since. Just another thing that I wanted to add. I was slightly shocked when I first started urbexing at the amount of broken glass that was on the floor. Because before urbexing I'd spent my entire life, even if I had shoes on, avoiding broken glass. And then here I am urbexing, of course with shoes on, and just walking over piles of broken glass. Well, what's a good room to answer, like, what is a Fagbexer?
Pretty much this room.
Yeah. Alright, a question that is on many people's minds is, what is a Fagbexer? That is our term for basically idiots who come to places like this to...
Abandoned buildings.
Yeah, abandoned buildings to absolutely trash the place and graffiti it and smash up things.
Just ruin it pretty much.
Yeah, and also if they location blab.
I reckon location blabbers are worse than the actual like vandals, because one person can only kick in so many walls before they get tired. But if you post a location online, you could get 700 people who can kick in walls.
Location blabbers do not location blab.
What inspired you to do all this urbexing stuff? You should also add any interesting stories regarding who you have encountered at different locations.
Who asked that, Floyd?
That was from James King, otherwise known as TJ Sit. What inspired me to first get into it was just being asked to, and then seeing what it was, I was inspired to keep going. But both of us would agree that we are inspired constantly by people online, such as The Proper People, Adam the Woo.
This is Dan Bell.
This is Dan Bell.
Just other people in the urban exploring community.
That's right.
Yeah. What inspired me is pretty much how I got started. I don't know, I just saw photos and I'm like, that looks really cool. I love abandoned buildings, always been interested in them. I'm like, let's go and have a look. Yeah, The Proper People don't inspire people to urbex, but I'm sorry, they have inspired us. I'm sorry, I know you don't want to do that, but we're not 8-year-old kids, so don't worry. We're both adults, so believe in yourself, Proper People, believe. If you ever watch this, believe in yourself, believe.
Alright, so stories about people we've encountered at different locations. Well, in fact, we just encountered somebody right here at Sandy College just before. He was just a guy, said been doing it for a number of years, and that, he was just here taking photos to preserve it. We often bump into those sort of people.
As you can see, this place is in a complete state, so it's not surprising in the amount of places we've been to, we've bumped into some people that caused this kind of damage. So we, at Moylan Insulators in Yarraville, we bumped into some people doing graffiti. Okay, it was actually very artistic, and it was pretty good. So I didn't really have an issue because they're doing it in a place that's pretty much already destroyed, so I didn't have an issue with it. But yeah, and they were nice. They said hi and stuff and kept to themselves, so that was fine.
An interesting group of people we encountered once was we were exploring some places around the regional city of Ballarat at this really trash school. It's been demolished now. It was called Damascus College. Yeah, we bumped into a bunch of people there, but one of the people we encountered was 2 girls who were like 12 and 13 years old, and they told us that they were planning to have a sleepover in this abandoned building.
It was extremely trash, one of the most...
It was the most trashed places we've ever seen. A fire had been started in every second room. It was not the place to be spending a night. We tried to convince them to not stay there, and they got scared for that night, but then we heard that they came back another night and slept over. So we were at Amcor and pussies did go in.
We were in the pumping station. It was just some like random 20-year-old people, and they were cool, they were chill, and then we just kept bumping into them around the place. They asked us for some papers, if you catch my drift. So there was a bit of drug use going on, but they were nice people, so I didn't have an issue with them. But yeah, so it's not that weird, the people that you bump into, so yeah. I don't know, you think there's a lot of rapists and murderers that hang out in these places, and there's not. There's actually really nice people. No one ever says hi to you on the street, but if you come into an abandoned building, everyone says hi and is happy to have a conversation with you. It's pretty weird.
Fogarty Avenue asked, what is your upload schedule? Well, it's a good video every Sunday with the occasional lesser quality video that's released on Wednesday usually.
Rolfus Graven asks, and by the way, you're an absolute legend, thanks for all the comments. Question, can you get into some of the older buildings those bloody British have built? Are there any of those in your area? Question mark. They must have built a few castles, I think, or something like that, apart from prisons. Because that's the first question, alright, let's answer it. No. Sorry, Rolfus Graven, there is no castles in our area. 1788, that's when Australia was colonised by Europeans officially. And no, they didn't build castles, because that was like the Dark Ages or something. They didn't build castles anymore.
They built convict camps.
To answer your question, older buildings, would love to get into some older buildings, but a lot of them are either completely fallen down, they're just rubble by this point, or they're actually restored and stuff, so it's not really urbex. But we do get into some older places, We got a video coming up is like 3 cottages, and they're from like the 1800s, and they're like all decayed and stuff. They're really awesome. Oh, the tannery, that was pretty old. I don't know, I know you've seen it because you commented on it. The tannery, that was pretty old. No, there wasn't much left, but that was old. We're only like 200 something years old, so we don't have castles or anything. But yeah, thanks for the question. I'm sitting pretty. This is the second part of his question. Are you sitting on A, a pile of dope? B, is it just a bit snowy today? No, that was the innards of a beanbag that some idiot Fagbexer had ripped apart and just thrown everywhere. So we thought, let's just sit in the middle of it and make an interesting video. And you made an interesting comment out of it, so thanks. Have you ever thought of exploring places at night? This is from the fan Lima. Yes, we have thought of it, and in fact, we do it. The problem with doing urbex at night and making a video is, of course, you're going to need heaps of light. And heaps of light, plus windows, plus good Samaritan people telling off people that are in abandoned buildings equals getting caught. So when we go to these places at night, we don't like to film it because we're going to need heaps of light, and
Or you'll just get a shitty dark video.
someone's going to see us through the window, they're going to see lights, and then they're going to call the police, and then we're going to get arrested. So we try to avoid that. We still urbex at night, but just we don't film it. It's kind of covert. We sometimes do take some pics, but we're very sparing with light.
Okay, so Ben Bishop asks, I have my methods of finding abandos, but what are yours? We've got a few. The first is the simplest one, and it's look out the window and see if you can find something that maybe looks abandoned. Otherwise, then there's Google. You can sometimes find news articles and stuff that make mention of it, and sometimes you can look on Google Maps, just like satellite view, and you can sometimes find places in certain areas that way. If it's a small town or just a small area, then you can look on Street View, and we use that sometimes to just suss out before we go to location whether it really is abandoned or not, or possibly just to scope an entrance point. You've just got to keep in mind that Street View can be quite old. Definitely the best method is just using your eyes when driving around or walking around or on the train or something like that. Our best places have been found using that method. It's the best method because you find places that are not necessarily the most known. It's obvious to Google something and find a news article, but it's not obvious if you keep your eyes peeled. Just another thing that how you find places is through other people's videos / photos online. That can sometimes lead you to the places. Location blabbers, sure, they lead you to locations, and that can be cool, but it's not good for that same reason, because that means that lots of people will come, including Fagbexers.
Explore Life says, that's pretty cool, having a queue at it. Explore Life.
Do it again.
Explore Life says, that is pretty cool, having a Q&A in an abandoned school. Fogarty Avenue says, I know, right? Well, do you have a question for us? Explore Life says, not at the moment. That's the old drama room. What's left it? Okay, we're just gonna have to make a dash to that door, okay, Floyd? Okay, this is a comment from Fading Mist, and this is a very lengthy comment with many different questions, so let's get started.
So, first question is, do you drive to your destinations? How far are you willing to travel around Australia, or are you just documenting Melbourne first before you venture out more? We do drive to our destinations where we can.
Well, we drove here today, didn't we?
Yeah, we drove here today. If it's easily accessible by train, then we prefer to take the train.
Because you're a train nut, aren't you, Floyd?
I'm a train nut.
He's got his P's.
Yeah.
I don't. I'm still in my L's. But me and my father drive around, which is that guy in a lot of the videos. So we go to a lot of places. You can come in. Actually, wait. No. Oh, we're actually filming videos. Okay, don't do that really.
That's okay. I'm not planning on skating.
Wondering what kind of drone you have, and if you can, please get some cool aerial shots of
a whole complex that you go to. I know you're just getting started, as your 500 subscribers will soon skyrocket as popularity is getting bigger.
Sorry to burst your bubble. We don't actually have a drone. We would love to get a drone. I would like to just get like the default newest Phantom, whatever is on the market, Floyd.
Yeah, same.
I haven't even like monetized the channel yet. We don't get any money from this at all. I think our estimated earnings were like 28 cents, so that gives you an idea.
Yeah.
I heard a good quote about YouTube money. If you work on it every day of your life, like a full-time job for 5 years, they might bump it up to minimum wage. That's the quote. He also asks, do you have a PO box so fellow wannabe explorers such as I can send gifts to help you on your journeys? No, we do not have a PO box. Do we, Floyd?
No. Possibly in the future, but yeah.
Yeah, at the moment, I mean, this is 500 subscribers. I don't know. Out of you guys, I don't think many people want to be giving us stuff. Yeah, but not yet, unfortunately. But we will in the future if you want to. I want to. Do you?
Yes.
Yes. Steph does too, in spirit. Isn't that right, Steph?
Yes, I would like to, but I was late today, so I couldn't be in many of the interviews. Yay!
He also wants to know, do we have a GoFundMe or like a Patreon page or a donate button or anything like that? We don't have anything like that at the moment.
No.
We hopefully set one up in the future, but no one...
We don't know exactly when.
Yeah, we don't know exactly when, but there's only 500 of you, so I wouldn't really expect many people to give us money. But when we're massive YouTube celebrities, maybe, yeah, we'll do it. Because I know Park Productions got one, and he's only got like 10,000 something subscribers. Abandoned Oz has one. He's only got like 100 something subscribers. He's got one. He earns $1 a month, but you know it's better than earning nothing a month.
The world wants to see what's left of old Australia and abandoned Australia, so you will get lots of help. Other question is, are you willing to take a tag along every now and then, or initiate a team member if you find they are suitable, such as I would try for a spot log. We do occasionally accept people who want to tag along with us, but it's going to depend.
Sorry, I ruined it. There's some random skater walking around. He's coming in, he's on the phone. Sorry. It's okay, we'll leave. Yeah, I know, but like we can't film with like that.
Yeah, okay, well, let me just see how long this takes.
Balance beam in half.
This isn't going to take me long at all.
It's like some blooming grandma. She's still looking. Yeah, the grandma is still looking. Floyd. Guys taking some fatal Snapchats. Floyd, Scooter noob. Look at that Scooter lad. What a legend. With much effort and much determination, he has chopped it. Oh, I'm just doing some audio commentary.
Oh, no, that's okay. I thought it was solid all the way through.
Oh no, that
What
sucks.
tight asses?
Yeah, well, I guess that's all you need, really. You
Yeah,
don't need
well,
it to
it's
be solid.
just the look of it up.
You can just like chop that bit off.
Yeah,
Have that.
I don't want this side.
Oh.
Gotcha.
Nice. Do you have any final thoughts?
Rock and roll.
We're so worried about being seen, and this guy's just out in the middle of no man's land taking photos. What a legend. Fanny Mist also asks,
Who is your favourite exploring team on YouTube at the moment? We can't really say there's one in particular, but we both really like the proper people. We both like This Is Dan Bell, Adam the Woo.
Hell on Earth, absolute legends. Love their content. Parker Production's good. There's probably others. Oh, well, Caruso Life, yeah, I like checking out some of your vids occasionally. I'm not like avid, but like every now and then just flop on, check out a vid. I always leave a comment, so you'll know if I watched your vid. Yeah, but we're just pretty much fans of everyone's stuff, as long as it's not absolutely terrible and like filmed in portrait.
So Fading Mist also asked, how do you research and I guess sometimes need permission to enter a site?
Research. We don't really do much research. Normally we just find a place on the side of the road and go, oh, that looks abandoned. We look at the fence. If there's a way in that doesn't look like there's security, it's not too high risk, we'll go in. Yeah, street scope, we know sometimes if we know it's a little bit dodgy, we'll drive past or just walk past and see what the situation is. the security and fence lines and stuff like that, but not too much research. I mean, we can research information about the place, like interesting facts, but it's not really needed for urbex. Getting permission, I don't think we've ever once got permission to go in these places because, you know, it is called urbex. I don't know, some of the places you definitely need to get permission. We'll probably do that in the future when we're more like official, because at the moment we've only got 500 subs. If we approach some people, they're gonna be like, no. Actually, no, that brings me to a story. I tried to get permission for the urbex documentary, which is coming out at some point. And I wanted to actually come here, and this was before it was even trashed. I wanted to come here and film my interviews outside, not even in the buildings, outside on the steps. And I had to like ring up the education department and everything, and I would have got permission, but I would have had to like schedule a time for them to come out and sit with me outside the building. I'm like, why? It's a public place. But yeah, getting permission is very annoying unless you really know the person personally, because they're like all this safety mumbo jumbo. Perfect example. For the urbex documentary, I wanted to film at the student village, just for a cool interview location. So I rang up university and said, hey, can I film an interview there? And they're like, no, there's asbestos there, it's so dangerous. Nobody goes there, no one can go there. Like, have you looked at the state of the place? This place is trash, people are in here all the time. There's obviously people going there like, no one goes there, you can't go there. And I'm like, okay, so we couldn't do that. I also rang up Bradmill to see if I can, because my school's all like technical and they need proper permission. So I rang up the owners of Bradmill. Initially they were like, oh yeah, you can come. They got back to me and they were like, no, you can't go there, it's too dangerous, there's too much health and safety issues. No one goes there, no one can go there. I'm like, this is before I got like bricked up and stuff, but I'm like, have you even been to Bradmill? It is wide open, people go there. It's like, people do car shows in there, or they used to. And they're like, no one goes there. So getting permission is pretty much impossible, unless you know the people, or you're actually like an official person.
So the second part to that question is where to go and what kind of safety measures do you prepare before going to a site?
Okay, so where do we go? We go normally to abandoned buildings. We have done a little bit of draining, would like to do more draining. Rooftopping is an option, it's just very high risk, and I know, plus I wouldn't really want to post that online because it's a live site and, you know, someone could find it. I mean, if someone sees us in here, no one's really going to care on the internet, but if the owner of Crown finds a video of us on the roof, we're going to get completely trashed, so we try to not really do rooftops, but it would be interesting. Safety precautions, pretty minimal, to be honest. We really should get respirators, like asbestos and molds friendly respirators. There's been a few times we really needed a respirator, but we didn't have one. Like,
it's always in the places that we don't expect to need it.
Yeah, as long as you're not a Fagbexer, pretty much, as long as you're not kicking the walls in, you're pretty much safe with asbestos. But if it's on the floor, like there's a piece there, and you know, that's probably, if you touch it, it'll just release fibers, so just be careful. Sometimes if the air is really bad quality, we bring a dust mask. Shoes, very important. I just wear these like hiking shoes. I don't know, just enclosed shoes. And yes, I know I've worn sandals in a few of my videos, but that was only because I had no other option. But try to not wear sandals. You'll probably get more hurt by the people in the comments than the broken glass you might have stood on. A lot of explorers wear gloves. We don't wear gloves, we just go in gloveless. Our hands often get really dirty, but we just wash it doesn't seem to be an issue. I have got a few bits of broken glass in my hand a few times, but that was like a few times over many different videos and locations. With the safety, it's normally pretty safe. I mean, people make it out to be way more dangerous than it actually is. It's only dangerous if you're mucking around and you're not looking where you're going, because right now there's bits of wood with nails coming out and there's broken glass there, but as you can see, I'm wearing proper footwear and I'm fine. So as long as you're just looking around, making sure you're aware of your environment, you're pretty much safe. Another safety tip is bring a friend. I mean, if you want to climb through a window or something, you're going to need a friend. And if someone goes pear-shaped, they can help or get help. So that's good. Just want to throw this out there. If you're ever urbexing and you're really hurt and you're like, we need an ambulance, but we can't ring them because we're going to get like arrested for trespassing, the ambulance people don't care. They'll come and rescue you from a place like this. As long as you're fine, they don't care. They'll jump like any fence. As long as they're not literally going to die in the process, they'll come and get you.
They'll only call for police if they feel like they themselves are in danger.
Fading mist ads.
I got a million questions
but I'll ask more as time goes along. Thanks.
Caught in the act. Caught. You can't deny you're not a Fagbexer now. He's squirting. Caught.
By the way, nuts.
That's actually from the demolition company, so you shouldn't be spraying that. Just doing some.
Wait, you filming?
Yeah, I'm filming.
You're gonna get so fucked up.
You're gonna. I'm not the one squirting stuff and tagging stuff and scootering, so.
Is it like... If you sign up for me, I'll leave it on YouTube.
You're aware that you are a.
Fagbexer.
You're aware that you are an. Oh! You're aware that you are the bane of the urban explorer. I don't pick that up. I just need to destroy the piece, guys. The piece is gonna get pwned.
Hey, this is good ads.
Hello.
What do you watch? Snapchat? Nah, Instagram. Instagramming.
Oh, it's doing.
We might just leave you guys to get arrested. We're just gonna go and continue over here. We're filming a video.
A bit of a view of the enemy.
Fagbexer.
Absolute fag.
Okay, let's continue.
The vid. Stop it! That's for the demolition people! What an asshole. Now they're probably just gonna keep coming and trolling. They're just smashing the shit out of that building. I mean, I guess it's not that bad because it's literally getting demolished, but still, get a bit of decorum, guys. Get a bit of respect. So, Floyd, how does it feel to view the enemy?
Seen before, but that is pretty extreme. Yeah, seriously, where's the rest of that stuff?
Alright, so Floyd's now just lost his bag. Here he goes again. What's he got? You got Scooter? Why? Why? Why are you doing this? The subscribers want to know. Why? Why do you do this?
I'm helping the builders.
What's the enjoyment? You're not helping the builders by spraying the
Fires everywhere.
As you can tell, the Fagbexer is very stupid and unintelligent, and they cannot be stopped.
Didn't even answer the question.
I know, because he knows it's stupid. Okay, let's continue.
Stop! Like, literally stop.
That's not water, is it?
You have like an Urbex. Wait, can you take a photo for me and send it to me? I think you're absolutely disgusting. But
Oh, this is the window.
He broke his scooter.
He broke his scooter.
Good. Well, that was something completely different, and that is a glimpse of the enemy, and that is why we don't share location, because people like that will come here and do stuff like this, and it's absolutely lovely and awesome to the building. Anyway, let's continue the Q&A.
Mitchell asks, have you ever been caught by police or anyone else while exploring?
We've never been caught by police. We've had a few close calls.
Personally, like us two.
Oh, us too? Oh yeah, Steph has been caught by the police. That
In the video that came out.
The video came out recently. We've never been caught. We've come close many times though.
Mitchell also asks, where has been your favourite place to explore?
Floyd, you go first.
Alright, well, I guess we both have different places. My favourite is a place that hasn't come out in video yet, which is of a abandoned freight shed, and because I'm just absolutely I'm just absolutely obsessed with trains, so that was easily a personal favourite for me.
Favourite place would probably have to be this old overgrown mechanical workshop thing. Like
Again,
the roof.
no video yet.
Yeah, no video yet. I know that was in January this year. It's still not out. Yeah, it's this old, like mega decayed, like no Fagbex whatsoever, mechanical like workshop thing. The roof had fallen in. There was fully grown trees in there. There was a forest. It was absolutely wonderful because you could just sit there and like it was just like a nature walk. It was epic. I love the place.
Just want to add, the freight shed video won't be out for a while.
It's just to protect the location.
Yes, to protect the location.
Yeah, from people like you just saw before. Absolute legends. Not urbex, that is Fagbex. If you think that's what urbexers do, that's not what they do. Urbexers come here, they wear silly hats, they talk to a camera, and they have a good time. They don't make any damage. Yeah, that's what urbexers do. YOLO Ammo asks, by the way, check out her channel, she's a legend. OMG, 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 it's you. I know you from my old school. Oh my goodness, holy crap. I am so sorry that I did not remember you. Why the flip did I not remember you? Exclamation point. Question mark. I am so sorry. And congrats to being on your way to 500 subs. You really deserve it. OMG. Again, I am so sorry. Okay, my question is, when did you think of starting a channel? I mean, like, what made you think of doing YouTube? Let's just answer that now.
Okay.
We just wanted to document these places because literally, as you know, it's getting demolished right now. So in a matter of weeks, no, we're doing filming. He's back again. He's back again. The menace. Here he comes. Scooter God. Pretty good jump. Pretty good jump. Okay. Okay. So in a matter of weeks, this place is going to be nothing but a memory. So we make these videos to document history, but also to have a lot of fun because I know you guys enjoy it. I hope. So yeah.
We certainly enjoy making videos.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm having a hoot right now. So I mean, that's why I'm doing it. Yeah, YouTube, just because that's kind of the mainstream platform at the moment. Get the videos out there, get some lovely comments. Yeah.
Do you have any? Oh, that's a good one.
There's some spray painting going on. What are you doing? I heard some rattling.
It's control doors. No, don't. Yeah. Okay. Like this.
What a piece.
That's not illegal, that's fine.
Yes, it is. It's just
Destruction of property.
What is that? Like, what was your inspiration on that one? Just wondering, like, serious
Questions.
questions.
If the cops come, you know, the bushland over there
Yeah.
is from there.
Oh, we've got nothing to hide. You guys do, not us. Oh God, it's going on in there.
Donald's24 asks, where's the Tasmania video? Will that ever be uploaded?
Yes, that will be uploaded. You can ask Steph, the person who didn't turn up today. I talked to Boston Vlogs and I told him about how she got busted there by the police. So I put that video up because he's like, you got to get that out. It's going to be interesting. But I'm waiting for Steph to edit that video. She had it finished editing and then the computer deleted it. And she was like, oh, and then she just gave up all hope on it. But hopefully one day it will come out. It's going to come out one day. Just ask Steph if you know it personally.
Tom Zegir asked question 1, when is the Albury video coming out?
It's already out.
Yeah, Albury videos come out.
Yeah, but that was about 2 weeks ago, that comment,
Yeah.
so that's okay.
Tom Zegir also asked what is each of your favourite locations?
We've answered that.
And can you say my name? Tom Zegir.
There you go, from the Floyd, the man, the myth, and the legend, and the amateur hat wearer himself. Okay, let's go to a new room.
Nick Simmering asks, have you ever been in a place that you thought was haunted, if you believe in ghosts?
I personally don't believe in ghosts. I like the thought of it. I think it's a cool concept. Floyd?
Yeah, I'm pretty much the same. So we've been to a few pretty creepy places and quite a few scary night explores.
Yeah, they're more scary than creepy, like, because I mean, is there going to be some homeless guy in here with a knife? Like, that's the more scare, not I'm going to get spooked by some random skeleton.
Okay, so a story, we were night exploring once in an abandoned house in Sandringham. It's now demolished, so we can location love that one. It was quite a creepy experience because it was very dark and we had no idea if a homeless person would be in there, because it's the sort of place where you might find a homeless person, and we were both really sort of freaked out. So we decided that in case we needed it for our own defence, we would pick up a Fagbexer fluorescent light tube off the floor that had like a jagged glass edge, and we would open some doors saying like, hello, we're just coming in, we don't mean any harm and stuff, but we had the glass with the sharp end pointed away from us, just in case. Just a small tale from a night explorer that we had. It was very scary, but we didn't find anyone, thankfully. and we didn't have to use it, thankfully. Okay, so part 2 of Nick Simmering's question is, have you ever gone to a place that had a certain reputation or myth/legend, and you guys find out it's no myth/legend?
I'm gonna hop in here, Floyd. I don't know about you, but me and my father, we went to Larundel Mental Asylum, and apparently it's meant to be the most haunted, most scary, most horriblest place in the whole world. I went there. To me, it was just a heavily vandalized building with an interesting history. That's all I could think of it. There was no spooks, there was no spocks, there was no skeletons. It was just a normal building. So no, I haven't had one. But what about you, Floyd?
No, I haven't really been to any places where I knew of like a myth or a legend or anything. And even if I did go there, I suspect that it'll turn out to not be true, but we'll see when the time comes.
We'll see when the time comes, mate. Yeah, nice one. Okay, let's move. As you can see, the Fagbexers are in there. They're smashing the windows and destroying other people's property. They do it for fun because they are Fagbexers. As you can see, the Fagbexer is in its natural habitat. It thrives on destroying other people's property, like this window here. He's about to smash it. Will he do it? They do it to attract mates, like other idiotic people like them. He runs away in fear of the police. Do you guys sometimes not explore some areas depending on if they look dangerous or if there's a high risk of getting caught? I like the fatal commentary, by the way. Thanks, I love doing fatal commentary. Cat swap. Nice. So, dangerous. Yes, if it is way too dangerous, we won't go in. When it comes to getting caught, yes, we do have to sometimes call it. Like, if the property is on a very busy road, or we know the security, we know that the police are like keeping their eye on it. Because of people like this, we probably won't go in. Like, where was the time where we just had to call it? House. We're along the beach near the city, and there was 2 abandoned houses, and we wanted to check them out. But so Floyd jumped out of the car and went and scoped it, but there was just way too many trendy, like hipster people walking around, so we would have got the police called on us. So we had to call it there. What else?
Alright, so a place where we almost got caught by security was at Amcor. When we got there, we saw that there was a security guy there, but he was quite a distance away from the main building because it's quite a huge complex. We thought, actually, since it's so far away and it's not really moving, we can get away with going in and not have a big risk of getting caught. But we just had to be conscious. We actually went there to have dinner on the top of the tower there. We did have dinner there. It was very cool. When we were up on the tower, we could see the security guy, and we saw that he hadn't really moved. He was still in his security hut type thing. But then it was time for us to leave, and it was getting quite dark. We thought, we have to get down from the tower, but it's so dark that we can't see without light. But if we have light, then that is just going to expose us immediately, and it's like 13 stories off the ground, so you know you're going to be caught way before you get to the ground, and there's going to be no escaping things. So we used just the light from our phone screens, just such a tiny amount, just enough to see where to put our feet when we were going down the stairs. We thought, okay, we've been so careful, and we get outside, and by then it's lit by the moonlight, so we could see where we're going. We start to walk across the rubble, and then we hear, "Attention all AI units, proceed to section D9. And we were just like, what the hell? We were in this area just earlier and nothing like that happened, and we didn't even know there was like a loudspeaker or anything nearby. And so we were just like, let's run. We ran out of the place, and once we were out of the place, we thought there's still a risk. So instead of going up on the main road where we thought, okay, if they're looking for us, they'll look for us out there. So we just went up like a walking and cycling path that was next to the Yarra, and we ran up there for a while until we thought that it was safe enough, and we walked to the nearest station and went home.
Bit of an Urbex NZ remnant there. Hey boy.
just another story from Amcor. This was the same time that we almost got caught by security and the time that we made the romp around Amcor video. For those who are familiar with Amcor, there is a pumping station that is right next to the river. And so we went in there. You descend quite a number of staircases. After the concrete steps, you descend a few more flights of metal catwalk stairs. And so I thought, what the hell could possibly get all the way down there that hasn't been brought down there by another person? And so I was down at the very bottom when the stairs descend into water, where it is flooded. And I was taking a few photos, and then finished taking my photos, and then I see what looks like a snake. But I thought, no, a real snake couldn't possibly come all the way down here. So at first I didn't think it was a real snake, I thought it was a toy snake. I was actually at first thinking of kicking it into the water, but that would have been a very bad idea. But instead of kicking it, I said to my friends who were there, hey, what's that? And then we realised that it was a live brown snake. And for those who aren't in Australia, they are one of the most venomous snakes that we have. So really would not have been a good idea if I kicked it, because it was hissing at me at that point. And somebody just called out, run. And without thinking, I sort of stepped past the snake and stepped over it as it hissed at me. Thinking back, that could have ended really badly. It could have pounced at me, but it didn't. It just stayed in its place. And after we had run up a few flights of stairs, we checked to see if it had followed us, and it hadn't. And we looked back down, and it hadn't even moved. So it was a very strange snake, but I'm thankful that it didn't decide to bite me. All right. Thank you guys for watching the Q&A video, or where we answered all of your questions. Thank you for sending them in.
Thank you for all the support as well. We're at 500 subscribers. We wouldn't be there unless it was for you guys. So thanks as always. I think it's time to go mental, Floyd.
It's time to go mental.
Let's go mental. Random dog has chosen to join us. Hello, doggy. Just some guy here. Don't worry, he's cool, but he's just like chewing away at the LTC beams. No permission. He's not even a builder. He's just scrapping. Classic abandonment.
Do you have a pogo box?
Amateur hat. Because we're gonna be huge, aren't we?
Yay!
So yeah, I like to go for long moonlit urban exploring experiences.